Hey guys, it's Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, and this is Tracy, otherwise known as Healthy Happy Momsy. I am actually at the pool, so I'm trying to be slightly discreet here with doing the go live, and so that people don't think that I'm trying to get them. But anyway, so today's topic is our gluten-free favorites. So I talked to my daughter about this, and we kind of made our list of the favorites. So just real quickly, who am I? What's my experience? So my name is Tracy, otherwise known as Healthy Happy Momsy. After 17 years in pharmaceutical sales, I decided to get certified as a health and wellness coach, work from home, and now I coach people on a daily basis for living healthier lives, being able to do that either in a simple way with the program that has absolutely changed our life, or for others, if they want to learn how to eat healthier, lifestyle, exercise, attitude, nutrition, then I'm certified to help people with that as well. And if they choose the easy route, then I can also teach them how to earn a residual income from home. But anyway, so I was diagnosed 10 years ago with celiac when my daughter started having multiple ear infections, and we figured out that she has non-celiac gluten sensitivity, possibly celiac, but my ex-husband and I decided at that time that we were not going to run the test because of the fact that in order to do that, you actually have to introduce gluten for a minimum of 6 weeks in order to trigger the inflammation. So anyway, our favorite brands of gluten-free foods. So the thing is, when you have to give up gluten, a lot of people think that, oh my gosh, they have to give up like pizza, pasta, breads, cookies, all that. So just going to cover a couple of those that we love, and then let you guys get on your way. So our favorite gluten-free pizzas, and yes, I'm checking my notes, so that's just your heads up. So for the pizzas, the ones that are pre-made, Udi's has been that's my daughter's go-to favorite, but I will say that because of the cost of pre-made gluten-free foods, that sometimes that's just a little bit more expensive to buy the pre-made gluten-free. So our other go-to would be the Costco kind, and that is Sabotasos, and that comes in like, I forget if it's 3 or 4 of those in there. But in all honesty, we prefer to usually make our pizza from scratch, and so we usually will use the wheat belly recipe. So you can actually Google wheat belly pizza recipe, and you can pull that up. You don't even have to buy the book, but the book has some great recipes in there. As far as where we like to go to get pizza, I think the place that we have found that has been the safest and the easiest would be Blaze. And this is one that is across the country, kind of usually in the bigger cities. So like we found this at Disney World, and I'm trying to think of where I was. I think I actually saw that it was in Asheville when I was there this past week. So I know that Blaze has several different locations, and they will take the precautions for making your crust in the back, for using fresh sauce, for using fresh ingredients, and making sure that you don't get cross-contaminated. Pastas. Okay. Pastas, when we first did this, we were buying the pre-made gluten-free pasta. And that was part of where I put the weight on. But I will say that the brand that we tend to gravitate towards, that we found had the best consistency, was actually the Ancient Harvest quinoa pasta, and that comes in a green box. That's actually pretty readily available. In a pinch, when we need pasta, we will go to Aldi, because Aldi is usually a pretty easy place to go, and because of the fact that there's such a markup on so many places, Aldi's a great place to be able to save yourself money on the pre-made gluten-free stuff. But the real truth is, like, we tend to go with the lower carbs. So with that, we'll do the Hearts of Palm pasta. Where we live, we actually have Fresh Market, the Hearts of Palm pasta. We can use regular Hearts of Palm that you can actually get like at Costco, and you can cut those up. So when we do our homemade mac and cheese in the crock pot, we'll use those. We'll just kind of cut those in half and then slice them to make them look like noodles. And then by cooking them in the crock pot, you actually get the right consistency, but you also reduce a ton of carbs, a ton of sugar, especially when you're talking about something like right before bed. So that would be our go-tos for the pasta. For bread, I'm not a big bread person. I used to be a huge bread person, but in all honesty, there's so many other ways that I would prefer to get my carbs and my sugar in. So Char is kind of our go-to, especially for a grilled cheese sandwich. Char has some good bread. They don't have the holes in it. I will say this, Udi's, this is where Udi's has had a huge fail. You can buy loaves and loaves of bread from Udi's, and they constantly have a hole in the middle. Not a huge fan of Udi's. I would save your money. Aldi also is another great one that my daughter likes. So again, in a pinch and for saving yourself money, the Aldi brand for the gluten-free bread. She prefers the white bread. I try to get her to get the multigrain, but you got to pick your battles every now and then. But Canyon House is consistently another amazing brand of the gluten-free bread. For our snacks, some of the things that we tend to gravitate towards. First of all, I try to make them when I can from scratch, but for cupcakes, our favorite brand is the Dolce Di Maria. Again, that's another one that's out of North Carolina, but is readily available at like Earth Fare, Whole Foods, places like that. Kinnikinnick is a fantastic brand, especially if your child is in school where you've got multiple food allergies and you have to make sure that you're not bringing in anything with peanuts, almonds, things like that. Kinnikinnick is fantastic. And then finally, we have to go back to Aldi. Sorry, this is why I tell so many people about Aldi when they go gluten-free. But their cookies, especially their snickerdoodles, those are my daughter's favorites. So anyway, and I am going to make this final plug because it is the end of May. Keep in mind, if you have an Aldi near you, they do tend to get extra stuff in for the month of May for Celiac Awareness Month. So I would check that out. They've had different pizzas. They've had donuts. I've yet to find the donuts because my timing is totally wrong. But anyway, hopefully that helps. I have no idea right now what our topic is for tomorrow because, like I said, I'm at the pool. I'm trying to balance things out. So I will post later what the topic is for tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this is helpful, please pass it along to others. If you have a topic you want me to cover, we've got a few more days. Please post it below. I've tried to hit the most popular topics, but please help me out with what it is that you want me to cover that brings value to you. Have an amazing day and stay safe. Thanks.